Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, everybody. Good to have you here. 7:15 here in Ireland. I hope you're okay. Today, Vanderlei and I will
Hi, guys.
We'll discuss a little bit. Who are you? It's on chapter 63 of the book, what's the name of the book? The Path, the Way, the Truth from Emmanuel. So, good to have you all here. All the Spiritist worker, like Kakai is here with us. Natalie, good to have you here, Natalie. Dawn, America, good to have you all here, guys. And it's Tuesday, second week of the year. Darnell. So, Linda Darnell, thank you. Dirce from Brazil.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and the other day on Saturday, we had people from Japan. So,
Wow.
yeah, so we are going far away here.
Japan,
So,
who would say?
yeah, I hope you are seeing the right things here, you know? Yeah, again, guys, as we always says to you, we try to always keep with Kardec thinking, not our thinking, not our assumption, but if somehow we put our personal judgments here, it's not our intention, and we apologize ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Patricia, good to have you here, Patty. And so let's start. And let me do the initial prayer. So I would like to invite everyone here to raise up your thoughts, make connection with your mentors, with the superior spirits, asking them to enlighten ourselves, to enlighten our neighbors, our family. Thank you for all the goodness we have received, also the barriers we need to face, because this is learning points for us. We have and we will evolve. But we would like to do this evolution in a rational and smoothest way. As so be it. Amen. Okay. So, first things first. Let me open the chapter of the book here. I got the book, by the way, the book I got in PDF is in English, so you can buy it directly from Amazon. It's very affordable price. I think I paid $8, so for almost €5. So it's very good. And the book is The Way, the Truth, and the Life. We are on the chapter 63. And the title of the chapter 63 is Who Are You? Okay? And in order to discuss who are you, we need to read the passage which develops all the questioning, all our discussion here today. And is the following. But the evil spirit answered them, Jesus, I know, and I know very well who Paul is. But you, who are you? This is on the Acts 19:15. So we need some learning points here. We need to bear in mind before we start to develop this kind of study here. It's very clear, says, but the evil spirit. Evil spirit is that spirit who are not evolved, and they prefer to stay in a lower vibration instead of in a higher vibration, and this lower vibration is caused by all the feelings of anger, selfishness,
Hate.
vengeance, hate, all these feelings. So because of these feelings, they kind of downgrade their symphony, and they don't tune with higher spirits. Okay, it's not bad. It's not evil in terms of bad. No, everyone has your good inside you. Doesn't matter in which scale you are, you always gonna have it. So it's clear here, the evil spirit. So let's transfer this to mediumship communication. Okay, and this is one of the tricky questions that we, for those who works in a mediumship session, if not faced, will face sometime. We are not. It's not because our obsessor, it is not lower spirit, but a lower vibration spirit. He is not smart. He's not intelligent. It's not because sometimes we have very good, very intelligent spirits at that level. And here is clear. They say, okay, I know who Jesus is. I know who Paul of Tarsus is. But who are you? In other words, how dare you to talk to me in terms of, okay, let's talk wrongdoings. I have a list here of wrongdoings you are doing. So, and you come here to give good advice to me, but look to you. Look to your list. Look to your checkpoint. Am I saying something wrong here?
No, I agree with you, and I believe more or less what we have to understand that sometimes, as Stevan's saying, it's not important who you are, because you are what you do. So if you say to me, I am a spiritist, I am a priest, I am an atheist, or doesn't matter what you say you are, you're not really defining yourself. You are saying a part of you, which may represent part of yourself, but you are your actions, your thoughts, your deeds. That's why Jesus said to in the Bible, the scriptures, that you shall know the good tree not because of its flowers, but by its fruits. So meaning that you gotta know if the person is good or not because for what they say, how they speak in a life, or how they speak about spiritism, or how they speak about Jesus or whatever. Because that person can be speaking about spiritism here in front of you guys, or be talking about Jesus somewhere, or Buddha, or some other high spirit in somewhere else. But outside in their private life, they are not really following what they are doing. But there is a difference. Maybe that person is not following because that person is trying his best, but cannot follow the good path 100% yet. But he's trying his best. But there are people who just say, I'm good, I'm this, I'm that, but their actions are completely different. I'd say that's a really important point that we have to say. That's why when the devil asks, I know Jesus, I know Paul, I know their deeds, but what have you done to be saying good things as you are saying? What have you done to say that you are working with good spirits or you are working the name of God? If you haven't done anything good, you are just an hypocrite, a liar, someone who wears a mask to show yourself in front of people. And guys, we are all a little bit like this sometimes, believe, because we have to pretend. So let's not try to say here, oh, I don't do this. We all do this, but depends on the level and the situation that you are doing that. Then it's a situation that is good, perhaps, to be thinking about, to maybe trying to reflect if you are doing that too much. What do you think, Steven?
No, 100%. And you touch base in a very good question, a very good thing. But before I'm saying this, guys, use the comment box, write here comments, jump in anytime. Let's have a conversation. Don't leave these in two guys just talking here. No. So talk to us.
So, but you have some people here extra. We have Gabriela Borges from Florida.
Yeah.
Hi, Gabriela.
Florida, sunny Florida.
Yeah, lucky her.
Yeah.
We have here, I believe, Jorginei Borges dos Santos from Brazil. Hello, Jorge. How you doing? Olá.
Yeah. So, and I think you touch very straightforward in the meaning of the question, which is, where is your light? That's the meaning of the question. The question, who are you, means, where is your light? Where is it? Okay, like Wanderlei said, your deeds, not say just deeds. I'm saying because you cannot have any deeds, but you have the power, the willing to change, and you are really hard. You are doing a very hard job in order to get it, but you don't get it for some reason. But you are doing all the efforts in order to achieve this. So don't say, oh, I don't have good deeds, I'm bad. No, at least you are trying.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're saying, and why light? Because light is your actions. Okay, and you can say, well, let's translate what Wanderlei said. He said, oh, everybody wear a mask. For example, Wanderlei and I can come here every Tuesday, say our thinking about Kardec and everything. It's just an hour, and you must think, oh, those guys do not have a problem. They're very okay. They're fine. They live in a very light path. They are very spiritual, high spirits, you know. But doesn't matter if we come here, we say all this to you, if I treat my family very badly, I don't practice it every day. You know what I mean? It's like when you go to the church and you are just a good Christian when you are in the church praying, understanding, but when you left the church, you become you turn again in the way you are, which is not helping anyone, not doing anything good with anybody. But you can say words. So words doesn't count. It's the light. It is the deeds, or whatever name you want to use. Okay? And I like when here Kardec says, he keep going here. In the commercial transactions, we use coins to get what we need. So he's comparing this with a commercial transaction. The currency of Jesus' love. Without it, no one can be in peace. We shall have the presence of Jesus' teachings in our spirit. So let's see here. We need to use the correct exchange value to the right thing. Like if you want to buy a house, if you want to buy a car, if you want to have a good clothes, if you want, we have to have money. That's how it works. Okay? So, and as much as money as you have, more power of bargain for material things you have. I'm very cautious with this word here. Power of bargain, okay? Because I may want a Ferrari, but I don't have money to do this. Some people, they do have money to buy a Ferrari, and they buy it. That's what I'm saying here, okay? That we have the power, or the coin, the money, to make this exchange. And the same thing applies with Jesus' currency. What is Jesus' currency? Love. And how much love are you spreading? How much love are you sharing among those, not too far with doing, and I'm saying among those who live beside you, especially in this pandemic time? We are all struggling because we are 24 hours. I don't know, you guys in the US is not like us here in Europe, because we have this serious lockdown. The country is closed. We cannot go, I think, 2 or 5 kilometers away from our home. So it's, even though in US you can have some mobility, you can have your life, I would say, half normal, even though you cannot go to work every day, but some people are working from home. But how many people are divorcing? How many cases of woman has been injured these days? How many kids are hating their fathers, their parents, let's say? I'm saying something wrong here?
No, I what you told me here now, just remember what Kardec writes in the Genesis. I think it's the last chapter, I don't remember. But when he says that this time that we are living now, this transition or transitory time, one of the characteristics is this, that people, instead of showing 100%, showing more love, they're going to be showing more their violent aspect. People, a lot of people, they're going to be committing suicide. There will be a lack of love. There will be a lack of helping each other. But this that we are seeing now, especially with COVID, is just a part of the process. It's not the final process.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this.
It's just a mechanism to trigger this machine.
Yeah, to trigger this machine and to bring good things. It's just a good example. I come here, I buy a piece of land, and I see a beautiful, nice trees, But that trees, they are in a soil which, according to the how you call that, the architect, that's the best spot in my land to build my house. So in order to build my house for my kids and for my future, I'm gonna have to destroy that trees according to the architect. So sometimes nature let's say, destroy things, because nature never destroys anything. Nature changes, transforms things. So sometimes the universe, and according to Kardec, into the law of destruction, things they must sometimes to pass into this turmoil in order to improve. So all this lack of love, all these problems that we are seeing with parents, with couples, and things like this, it will pass. And it doesn't mean that once it passes, we're gonna become 100% better people. No, but some people, if they don't improve a little bit, because I don't believe no one is gonna really change 100%. But if some people don't improve a little bit, at least they're gonna think, I cannot do what I was doing before. I cannot be acting with my partner like this anymore. We see, we almost break up. I cannot be treating my kids like this. Now my kids, they don't like me, or they have a hard feeling against me. So we're going to start to be more cautious with your actions. But this time, it's sad to say, it's not that it must happen, but it's just happening because of our actions, because there is no plan for God. Remember, if we as spirits who reincarnate, we don't have a reincarnatory plan to do any evil. No one born to do evil. So if we are not born to do evil, imagine good spirits, imagine God. They don't want to create any kind of evil. So all this turmoil that we are seeing, it's because of us. It's not because God wants to punish us. It's not because the good spirits, they want to punish us. We are creating this, but we're gonna pass into the situation. And love, as Steven was saying, is gonna be the main current for our progress. Love is gonna be the main current for us to improve ourselves. If we pass this, and if we don't really start to put love in the most simple way, doesn't mean the most complex way, into our lives, we're gonna be the same ones like before. And in this, if you cannot change 100%, at least a few steps forward, we must go. That's what I think, Steven.
Yeah, sure, no, right. And Don says here, no, interesting thoughts. I didn't realize you guys were in such extensive lockdown. I can go to restaurants, order foods, bring home. I can go to different stores, must wear mask everywhere. Don, like we cannot go to restaurants. The stores we are allowed to go is just supermarkets or pharmacies. And yes, we do need to wear mask everywhere. And also I can call to the restaurant and order to take away, which is the name you use here, delivery. But we cannot go. Like Vanderlei likes to go to the gym.
It's closed.
He's doing his gym at home. It's closed. Yeah. So let's go over here. Let's say, but for example, let's take this example again. Stevan and Vanderlei and Stevan here. We are all here and we praying, we saying all these good things, and you are just listening, but you act. Let's say now we're gonna meet each other in the spiritual world. And we will see sometimes a lot of people who is not doing this, what we are doing, and that are many people more evolved than ourselves. And you're saying, hey, you do the prayer, you're doing the talks, you help me to find my light. And you cannot shine your own light. And this is a clear example when we can go to chapter 26 of the Gospel according to Spiritism, which is the item 4. When Kardec says mediumship is not a bargain. Okay? Mediumship is not a bargain. So, and the item 4 says, do not charge for your prayers, nor do as the scribes who on the pretext of long prayers. So what I'm saying is, you pay for someone to pray or do something for you. That perhaps you spend the time in praying, yes, perhaps they do amazing prayers, long prayers, very touchful, very helpful, very inspiring. But it's not because they are doing that prayer that person will be saved. Depends the feeling. If I'm charging, if you give more money, I will stay more time. If you give less money, I will pray for less time. It's not that. It's not this. Again, we need to remember, for those who listen my talk on Sunday, we need to distinguish between heteronomous moral and autonomous moral. Heteronomous moral is that one, we are all intelligent and for some reason we fall. We are being punished because we did something wrong. Autonomous moral is we were created simple and ignorant and we are evolving. And the trials, the expiations we are going through is because we need to overcome that, let's say, not imperfection. We need to fix that virtue in ourselves. We need to acquire that virtue. It's not because we lost that virtue. It's the opposite. We need to acquire that virtue. Okay? It's like, and Kardec keeps saying here, God does not sell his benefits, he concedes them. It's not possible that God could make an act of clemency, kindness, and justice requested from his infinite mercy, subject to the payment of a sum of money, and that if the sum were not paid or was insufficient, then the justice, kindness, and clemency would be withdrawn. This is on chapter 26, item 4. No, so pray to me. Oh, if you don't pray, I will not pray for you. No, so we need to understand that is not exchange. When you pray to someone, you need to open your heart. Could be a 1-minute prayer, 5 seconds prayer, 2 seconds prayer, 1 hour, 1 day prayer, an entire meditation prayer. Is the intention. That's what counts, is the intention. Let's see what Linda is saying here. Where I live, Spirit Center is closed, here as well. So we ask, how can we do our work in the Spirit Center? We were told to pray at home. We have to wait till virus clears, and it's hard, but we must exercise our patience. Yes, Linda. You tick the box here. Okay, we need to exercise patience. We need to pray at home. How can you work for your Spirit Center? Pray with your heart. I don't know, help the Spirit Center keep paying the bills, because the rent needs to be paid every month. The electricity bill will arrive every month. So it's not because you're not going to the Spirit Center that the bills will not happen as well. So if you contribute with your Spirit Center, your donation, help them to buy this, to pay this, make a joint effort. Someone is paying for this bill, and help this. That's one way you can help your Spirit Center. Another way, like you said, is doing the prayer. Do your gospel at home. Like what you're doing today here with us, you are helping your Spirit Center, and you're helping yourself. But we need, as you said, exercise the patience. We need to be in control of ourselves, control our anxiety, control our mental health. Like Vanderlei said, there are a lot of suicide cases, families going apart, relationships going apart, kids without patience because it's annoying, like they cannot go outside and play with their friends, go everywhere. This is patience. And we need to pray. We need to study, read a good book. There are many English books about Spiritism, if you can, with stories, with no stories, technical book, philosophical books, scientific books. There are many books. You can find this on Amazon, the link. You can download, you can read, you can discuss, you can keep going with us and ask me more people to join us in this time, and let's do an effort. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is only a tentative of doing something. Okay? Do you agree, Emmanuel?
No, I agree, but I'm just thinking about her question also. That sometimes, yes, we may think, how can we help the Spirit Center? But let's make this question a bit broader. Let's expand not only to the Spirit Center, but once we think about the Spirit Center, why not to give a call to someone or try to send a message? Hey, are you okay? Are you okay with this lockdown?
Yes.
Do you need any help? Do you know how are the things? Are you struggling with something? If you can do that with the members of the Spirit Center, very good. But also, let's be careful with something that we don't think much. This monster here. This monster has something called WhatsApp. And people, they go nuts on that. They talk here in front of the camera, or they go to the Spirit Center, they do the gospel at home. But once comes into their WhatsApp or their Facebook, they start to spread opinions, especially related to politics, especially now the time that America is suffering. Brazil is suffering the same time now with two very, let's put the nicest way possible, I don't know, difficult presidents. Difficult, I'd say for them is quite a good word, with all respect.
Challenging.
But
That's the
challenging presidents, challenging leaders. So we are seeing this, and we give our opinions on Facebook and WhatsApp, and it keeps spreading this energy, this anger energy, of this energy of anger, this kind of opinions that we have against people, and people, they don't agree with us. We go there and we keep posting, we keep writing, say, you do this, you do that, or you believe in this guy, you agree. Guys, stay away from that. Because to be good in a Spirited Center, to be good for those who share the same faith with you, it's easy. Because that person shares similar opinions to you, that person shares similar beliefs, and also, as I said, you may kind of wear your kind of mask and trying to be the good Samaritan, trying to be the good boy, the good altar boy. But once we come into the internet, we express a part of ourselves that looks like a monster. And all these actions, they don't affect us only once we are there, but it affects our day. This energy is a trigger for the spirits that Stevan was saying, the lower spirits or obsessors, or sometimes as we call. But these spirits, they are not meaningful spirits. They are spirits who are still only holding themselves in the ignorance, because they still believe in that if they harm someone, they're going to be happier. So there are people in the spiritual world like this, and there are people like this. So we believe, once we have our mobile phone, that if I'm expressing my opinion, I'm being genuine, I'm being honest, and honest is everything. No, take it easy. It's not because you believe in something that you're going to be spreading these anger words in your mobile. And that's not only for the Spirit Center, that's why I'm bringing this question to Linda. So let's try to make this broader, not only think about the Spirit Center, but let's think about every action that we are doing, every place that we are having some kind of virtual relationship or physical relationship. If we keep feeding these kind of thoughts on ourselves, guys, there is no prayer, there is no gospel that you read at home, there is nothing that's gonna clear. If you only do this for, let's say, you do a prayer of 10 minutes, and then the rest of the 23 hours and 50 minutes of your day, you only think about bad things. A prayer is not that good, guys. That's why you have to think the opposite. Yes, we can pray, but our best prayer is to control our thoughts. That's our best prayer. That's why there is a history when there was, I think it was in the Middle Ages, there were several monks working in the church, in the back garden of the church, and there was one monk working in the back garden of the church, planting food, cleaning the soil, organizing everything. And then all the other monks and the bishops passed around him and said to him, "Why don't you go and pray?" And he said, "I am praying here already." And how was his prayer? The work of helping the others. The others, they only thought about praying in front of the altar, in front of the image, but they didn't care about working and controlling their thoughts. The other one, who was alone, was controlling his mind and doing the hard work. So instead of only praying, guys, I mean, it's not only a matter of praying or not praying. We have to find a balance, but we have to control our mind and put the work.
Yeah, yeah. We need to balance all these. Praying is not. Praying could be in just a good morning.
Yep.
Praying could be just like Vanderlei said, watch your thoughts instead of having bad thoughts, think about bad things, change this. That's what I'm saying. Stevan, I cannot control my thoughts. Okay, read a book. Read a book is a praying. It does depend, because depends of the book you are reading is the spirits you're going to tune yourself.
Oh yeah.
It's
like
like
what you watch on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like watching a movie. Oh, I love terror movies. Okay, great. But do not expect good spirits, higher level spirits will be beside you watching terror movies. You know what I mean? So we needed to watch ourselves. This is what they are saying here. We need to create our own light, our brand, our signal. And this is based what we do today. And this will stand by us when we need it. So our today's actions, we're going to be our witnesses, and we will advocate upon us in the future. So it's what you're doing today. Exercising your patience is one thing. Do this prayer. Having mercy with the others. Like Vanderlei said, and he's very, very inspired when he said that. Did you call to the friends in your spirit center to say, "Hey, how are you? I just talked about you. I just calling you, just touching base to see if you're okay"? Let's do it. Perhaps in the middle of this, let's do a group prayer. Let's pray send good vibrations for the frontline workers, for these governors of the world, in order to we're in a stage like we do have like people who believe in something in theory A, some people believes in theory B. We are not here to judge which one is right, which one is wrong. We are just here. Our mission here is pray for those most correct, be inspired and do the right things. That's what we have to do. And this is our light. This is what I'm saying. The message saying here is, be the same person you are in the Spirit Center outside of the Spirit Center, outside of the church, outside of the temple, outside of the the synagogue, outside of
Mosque.
the mosque, outside of whatever place you pray, be the same. Be the same person. It's difficult. It is, because it's gonna ease it. We won't be here for sure. It is difficult. But let's try. Let's try and say, okay, who are you? Hey, I am a person with a lot of problems, a lot of imperfections, a lot of misunderstandings, but I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really trying very hard to overcome it. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I won, sometimes I fail again, sometimes I won again. I am that person who at least I'm trying. I'm not giving up, say, hey, I have this, no chance. I will live like this. There is a common, let's explain this. There is a Brazilian expression. We say it's not living like Gabriela.
Mhm.
And when we say living like Gabriela, is because there's a book from, I think, from Jorge Amado, no?
Jorge Amado, yeah.
Yeah, Jorge Amado, a famous writer, and the book he says like, I born like this, I act like this, and I will die like this, like no change.
Yeah.
So we cannot, if you live your life like this, I'm sorry, but you're in trouble. No matter what you believe, or if you don't believe anything at all, if you have this mindset, I am this, people need to accept me like this. Wait. Have a second thought. If you're listening this, please have a second thought. Think that there are people surrounding you. I'm not saying you need to be a person controlled by the system. Some of you are thinking about this. You can have your own thoughts. You can have your own not decisions, your own convictions. But try to. But when you have your own conviction and you start to apply this, but you see you're harming someone, something's not right, change it. This is what we're saying. Try, but be open to change the course you have traced. That's the most powerful thing we have in our hands. We have the ability to change. When we have to change, when we see that people surrounding us, close to us, is suffering, is kind of tough, so change it. Yeah?
Yeah, it's nice what you said, because I'm thinking, once I heard that the real man, why I'm put like this, because that serves for everyone, it's not that one who changed his mind once he sees something new. Because sometimes we used to think that I must, as Stevan said, I must hold up to my convictions. I must be myself. Yes, you do. You must be yourself. If you believe, go ahead. Ah, Teteia. Oh, linda. Beautiful.
My secretary.
She's the next president of the Spirit Center in a few years' time.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I really believe that once we have our convictions, we should follow. But we really have to keep ourselves, as Stevan said, open. Because sometimes we are like Paul. We always talk about Paul of Tarsus here, but I know people of my personal life, people who always believed in something, and those people, they dying believing that in their belief. And I start to imagine once they went to the spiritual world, how they felt. because those people hated the most, who were those who helped their family the most back in life. And I start to imagine that spirit saying to himself, I said this about that person or that about that person. I was so mean with that person because I thought that person was mean against me. I was rough in my opinions because I believed that was correct. And that person passed away, and the spiritual world, all those ones that he blamed for all his troubles in his life, is those one who are helping his family the most after his death. Imagine that spirit seeing that. We have a case, André Luiz. When André Luiz is in Ossular, in Astral City, he's walking around the gardens. He see an old lady that he used to give free consultations. And once she's there, she sees him. She tries to talk to him, and he starts. Once we say, yeah, hi, and we try to get away from that person, he does that. But later on, he learns with the spirits, because they showed what was happening after his death, that she was one of the people who was praying for him the most, and he never remembered her, never. So that's why Stevan is 100% correct. We must rethink ourselves, because sometimes we are being like a stupid, sorry for my word, a stupid heavy stone that is just being thrown in the sea. And once we are heavy, we just gonna go flow, and reach the bottom. But we have the chance to be someone a bit more flexible. If you have the chance to be a bit more flexible, let's be it. Yes, be honest through your convictions, but be prepared to change. Be prepared for new things. Because if you are setting in stone for something, as Stevan said, and I agree 100%, you are doomed to suffer. You are doomed to fail. Your life is gonna be hard,
Yeah.
So it's tough.
It is, and again, we need to pray. That's why sometimes we can see people who are very religious and people who are not, let's say, atheist. They don't have any religion, but that person works every day towards the neighbor because not because Jesus said, or the Bible says, or the God. No, because he thinks he needs to do for someone who's beside him. That's why when they die, one is in a higher level than the other.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter the religion, doesn't matter your creed. What matter here is your actions. That's what matter here. Let's use again, guys, rationality. This is what Spiritism says here. Use your rationality. Don't fall in dogmas. Don't fall in I need to do this because what the people are going to think about me. No, do it because you think is right. Do this because your heart, your mind, your soul is saying you to do that thing. And this will tell you. When we are in a very, very high level, when you don't need to introduce yourself, your aura, your spirit with the light, when you show up in the room, enlight everything like the sun. And that is the best introductory card you may have, your light. We need to be the sun. We are there. Those who don't see the sun, they just close the windows, close the door, they will not see, but the sun is still shining. We need to be the light. That's the message today. How is your light? It's not who are you. the Mass today, how is your light? Rethink about it. And again, it's not because you listen today and you start doing good just because as they said, because I need to do the good to be saved. No. It's the intention who's gonna save you. You need to be there in mind and in heart, not just in mind. No,
I'm doing faces for Tete.
like that says to you, when you want good things, what you need to do?
Good things.
Yeah.
To deserve good things.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I said everything I need to say today. Do I have anything to add, Vanderlei?
No, just as we are saying all the time, guys, for those who are here in Ireland, we are still not sure when we're going to be opening because of the COVID restrictions, but it may take a while. But for those who wants to be part of the group, you are more than welcome. We have here our studies with Tanya, who just wrote here a message to us every Tanya and Aid every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So if you guys want to join the studies, please send an email to spiritismisland@gmail.com. These studies are done via Zoom, so you must send an email to us in order to us to send the link back to you to join the group, the studies. And also, we are having our lives every Tuesday, every Thursday, since the restrictions started in Dublin almost a year ago, 7:15, and on Sundays, 11:15. So you have our Facebook page, our YouTube page. Please, guys, leave comments, like, follow, subscribe, whatever you guys can do. Because if you guys do this, you guys are going to be helping us. Whenever we can, we're going to be back, but we cannot be sure when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's it.
And Tanya, just say what Tanya said here. Like Felix in Sex and Destiny book, transform people's thinking by entering our home with such good energy.
Yeah.
That's it, Tanya. When we enter the room and everybody is smiling, is feeling good, it means we are in the right path. We are in the right path. And again, how is your light? Okay? So, Vanderlei, I did the initial prayer. Could you do the final prayer?
No, Stephanie is going to make it. Yeah, Teteya?
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
You want to do the final prayer?
How do you do it?
Well, as like you do.
Do you want to do it for us?
Yes.
Come on.
God, thank you for this day. To everybody, had a good day. To the COVID, to the COVID to go away and never come back. And I wish everybody had a good day. And I wish that everybody that I mean that's it. I'm done.
Amen. So,
Amen.
Congratulations.
Here. That's my test. When I go out into public, if I get along well with everyone, then my energy is good. Yeah. Done. Use this thermometer. Yeah. Use this thermometer. If it works for you, that's it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you next Thursday. Have fun. Have a lovely day. Say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you
Bye,
later.
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.